Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Speak Smart podcast. We're diving deep today, really deep into this motivational text we found. It's all about positive self-talk. And how? Well, it lays out these 9 powerful truths, these daily affirmations, that kind of thing.
Yeah, affirmations are really interesting. It's not just, feel-good stuff. There's actual research behind this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like in sports psychology, for example, athletes use these affirmations all the time to boost their confidence, or to help them focus. And then in cognitive behavioral therapy, positive self-talk is huge. It's a key tool for managing things like anxiety and depression.
So we're talking real science here, not just like wishful thinking. Okay, so this first truth, it really jumps out at me. I am the best. Now, I know that might sound a little egotistical at first, but the text makes it clear. It's not about arrogance.
Not at all. It's about recognizing your own worth and believing in yourself, believing you can achieve great things.
Yes, exactly. It's about building that foundation, that self-confidence. And speaking of believing in yourself, next truth is, I can do anything. It's about breaking free from those limitations, the ones we put on ourselves.
Right, the self-imposed limitations.
Yeah, and embracing the idea that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to.
Absolutely. It's amazing what people can accomplish when they shift their mindset from I can't to I can.
Powerful stuff.
Researchers call this a growth mindset.
Growth mindset.
Yeah, it's the belief that you can learn and grow, even when you're faced with challenges.
So you see obstacles, not as roadblocks,
That's big.
but as opportunities.
Exactly.
That's a big shift. It reminds me of something I read about self-efficacy, which is basically your belief in your ability to succeed.
Oh, absolutely. Self-efficacy is huge. People with high self-efficacy, they tend to set more challenging goals. They persist longer, even when they face setbacks, and they ultimately achieve greater success.
It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy then.
In a way, yes.
When you believe you can do it, you're more likely to actually do it. Okay, so we've talked about believing in ourselves.
Yeah.
And embracing our potential. Now let's talk about the future. The next truth is, my future is bright. I love the optimism in that one.
It's not just about being optimistic, though. It's about actively shaping your future.
Okay, so how do we do that?
Well, there's this technique called visualization.
Visualization.
Yeah, athletes use it. Successful entrepreneurs use it. They mentally rehearse their desired outcomes.
Interesting.
It's like creating a mental blueprint for success.
Wow, so you're basically training your mind to see the path to your goals before you even get there.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool. I can see how that'll be helpful, especially when you're facing challenges or feeling discouraged. Speaking of challenges, the text also emphasizes progress over perfection. With the truth, I am getting better each day.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a reminder that we don't have to be perfect.
Right.
We just have to focus on making small improvements consistently.
That's so important. Progress, not perfection. That's the key to lasting change.
I like that.
It reminds me of the Japanese concept of kaizen.
Kaizen.
Yeah, it's all about continuous improvement through small steps.
Small incremental steps.
Yeah, think of it like compound interest. Those small daily improvements, they add up over time.
I like that analogy. Okay, I'm going to start using Kaizen.
You should.
It's such a good reminder that even tiny steps forward can lead to big results. And you know what? This connects to the next truth. I will work hard. Because let's be real. Achieving anything worthwhile takes work.
Absolutely. Hard work is essential.
Dedication too.
No magic bullet, just grit and perseverance.
And speaking of tough, the next truth is a real call to action. No excuses. It's about taking responsibility for our actions and not letting excuses hold us back.
Right. It's about recognizing that we have the power to choose how we respond to any situation.
Instead of blaming external
Or
circumstances.
other people.
Yeah.
We need to own our choices and the consequences that come with them.
It's like taking control of the steering wheel of your life. Instead of being a passenger, just along for the ride.
I like that analogy.
It can be tough, though, to face our own shortcomings
You can be.
or to admit that we've made mistakes, but it's empowering because it means we have the power to change.
Exactly. Accountability is about learning
Learning from our experiences.
and using that knowledge to make better choices.
So it's not about dwelling on the past, but using it as fuel to move forward. I like that. This leads us to a truth that I find really inspiring. I was born to do great things. It's like a reminder that we all have unique talents, a purpose to fulfill.
I love that one. I see this all the time in my work as a therapist. Everyone has a unique contribution to make, something special to offer.
It's about tapping into that inner greatness, letting it shine. But sometimes it can be hard to stay focused, especially when we're surrounded by so much negativity, so much noise, which is why I love The Next Truth. People's opinions don't affect me. It's a reminder to stay true to ourselves, even when we face criticism or doubt.
Yeah, that's a tough one. But so important. It's about recognizing that our worth isn't defined by the opinions of others.
Right.
We all have our own internal compass. We have to trust that inner voice, even when it goes against the grain.
It's about having the courage to stand in our truth, to pursue our passions, even if they don't align with what others expect.
And that can be so challenging, especially in today's world, where we're bombarded with messages about who we should be.
Yeah, what we should be doing.
Exactly.
It's about filtering out that noise.
And focusing on what truly matters.
It's about building resilience
Your strength.
to weather those storms of doubt and negativity.
Because not everyone is going to support our dreams.
Right. Not everyone is going to understand our choices.
But at the end of the day, it's our life.
We have to live it in a way that feels authentic to us, meaningful to us. And that brings us to the final truth, perhaps the most important of all. Life is precious.
Yeah, it really is. It's a reminder to appreciate the present moment, to make the most of every opportunity. It's so easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of life.
I know, I do it too.
We forget to savor the simple joys.
Yeah.
Appreciate just being alive.
This truth really hits home. Life is short.
It is.
We got to make the most of it. It's about finding that balance, striving for goals, but appreciating the journey.
Exactly. It's not about putting our lives on hold
until we achieve some big goal.
Right. It's about finding joy and meaning each day.
As we're talking about these 9 truths, I'm struck by how interconnected they are.
Oh, they are.
It's like they build on each other. This framework for personal growth.
It's a whole package. You can't just pick and choose which truths you like.
Right.
It's about embracing them all.
Understanding how they all work together.
Exactly.
Like believing in yourself, I am the best. That sets the stage for embracing your potential. I can do anything.
And working hard, I will work hard. Becomes a lot easier when you have that vision of a bright future.
My future is bright.
Exactly.
And when you combine hard work with that no excuses attitude and the resilience to overcome criticism,
people's opinions don't affect me.
You become unstoppable.
A force of nature.
And it's like a recipe for success. Each truth is a key ingredient. But what I find really interesting is how this approach, it acknowledges both internal and external factors.
That's a great point.
It's not just about changing our thoughts.
Our beliefs.
It's also about taking action.
Creating the life we want.
Like the truth, I was born to do great things. It encourages us to find our passions.
Pursue them.
But it also recognizes that external validation doesn't define our worth.
People's opinions don't affect me.
Right.
It's about finding that inner confidence, letting it guide our decisions.
And then life is precious. It brings us back to the present moment.
Reminds us to appreciate what we have.
So we have this framework. But how do we actually put it into practice? It can feel overwhelming.
It can.
Trying to incorporate all 9 truths at once.
Yeah. That's where mindfulness comes in.
Mindfulness.
Being present, aware of your thoughts.
Feelings. When we're mindful, we can start to notice that negative self-talk.
The stuff that holds us back.
So instead of letting those thoughts run wild, we can challenge them.
Replace them.
With more positive affirmations.
Exactly.
It doesn't have to be this big change.
Start small.
Pick one truth.
It really resonates with you.
Make an effort to incorporate it into your day.
Maybe write it down.
Put it on your mirror.
Or set a reminder on your phone.
The key is consistency.
The more you practice, the more ingrained those affirmations become.
It's like creating new pathways in your brain.
Pathways that lead to
self-confidence.
Resilience.
But what about when we're facing challenges? Real setbacks.
That's when these truths are most powerful.
They become a source of strength.
Encouragement.
When you need it most.
Like when you're feeling discouraged.
Doubtful.
Remind yourself, I can do anything.
Fight that negativity.
Or when you're tempted to give up.
On your goals.
Remember, I will work hard.
It's like having your own personal cheerleader.
Always there to remind you.
Of your strength.
Your potential.
And when you feel overwhelmed by the opinions of others.
Remember, people's opinions don't affect me.
Protect your inner peace.
Stay focused on your path.
So it's not about repeating these affirmations mindlessly.
No.
It's about internalizing them,
Letting them guide your actions.
especially when you're facing adversity,
Using them as tools.
to navigate the ups and downs,
Knowing you have the inner resources.
to overcome any challenge.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just about career success.
More personal achievements.
These truths can help us build stronger relationships,
Cultivate self-love.
live more fulfilling lives overall.
Absolutely.
I am the best can help us in our relationships.
Approach them with self-worth.
Confidence,
Set healthy boundaries.
attract partners who value us,
And my future is bright can inspire us to create shared visions.
with our loved ones,
Work together towards a future.
filled with joy and meaning.
And life is precious.
It reminds us to cherish the time we have,
With the people we love.
make the most of every moment. So whether it's professional success, personal growth,
Deeper connections.
these 9 truths can guide us.
On our journey
They're a roadmap
to a life that is
aligned with our values,
just filled with purpose.
overflowing with joy.
It's about creating a life.
That feels authentic and meaningful.
A life that reflects your true potential.
A life worth living. As we keep going with these 9 truths, I want to hear from you, our listeners. Which truth resonates with you the most?
How have you seen these principles play out in your own life?
Want to hear your stories?
Yeah, your experience.
Share your thoughts in the comments, or reach out to us on social media.
And remember, personal growth is a journey.
It's not a destination.
Ongoing.
Self-discovery,
Learning. There will be times you stumble.
times you fall short.
It's okay.
It happens to everyone.
The important thing is to pick yourself up.
Dust yourself off.
Keep moving forward
Embrace those challenges.
as opportunities for growth.
Remember each setback
It's a chance to learn.
to become stronger.
These 9 truths, they're not a quick fix.
Not a magic formula
They're guiding principles.
to help you navigate life.
Create a more fulfilling existence.
It's about cultivating a positive mindset,
Embracing your potential
living with intention.
and purpose.
Remember, you have the power to create the life you desire.
So as we wrap up our deep dive,
Into these 9 powerful truths,
I encourage you to take what resonates with you
start putting it into practice.
today
Don't wait for the perfect moment.
or the perfect circumstances.
Start small
Be consistent
and watch as these principles transform your life.
from the inside out.
And remember, you're not alone on this journey,
We're all in this together,
supporting each other.
celebrating each other's successes.
Thank you for joining us
On this deep dive,
into the power of personal transformation.
we hope you found it insightful.
Inspiring
And remember, keep speaking smart.
and keep believing in yourself. Thank you for listening to the Speak Smart podcast. Subscribe to my channel, like the video, and we'll see you next time.